Hey guys, so today, I didn't do my hair. Today we are going to be doing actually the finale and the intro for my new Pan Those eyeshadows. I wasn't planning on doing a finale, I was just going to keep the ball rolling, but since I've had so much time off, I haven't really worked on a lot of this stuff already and I don't really want to, so we're just going to start over. If I'm coughing a lot, I'm still getting over COVID. Today's like my last day of quarantine, so I have been MIA. I put out like a discussion post thing. I ended up extending my trip home like an additional week, which was awesome. But I didn't know I was going to do that, obviously, so I didn't have another week's amount of videos pre-filmed. So that's why I was missing the first week of January. And then, like, only a couple days after I got home, I ended up getting sick and I got COVID. So I missed this entire second week because of that, because I wasn't obviously feeling like filming or anything. So all of that being said, I did do my Project Pan introduction before I got sick, so that should hopefully be up already. I just need to edit that still and post it. And then I filmed a Shop My Stash, I think last night, so that should go up too. And then today we're going to do Pan Those eyeshadows, and we'll see if I feel okay enough to film maybe another video, probably my whole collection. Project Pan, I usually film those together. But just like a quick little update, I'm going to just kind of post things when I have them ready. Since there's only already like, 2 weeks left of January, I missed 2 weeks of uploads. So I'm not going to stick to like my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I'm just going to kind of put things up when I have them ready. And then February, we'll get everything kind of situated back around into our schedule. So let's just get right into it because we have a lot to talk about and my throat already kind of hurts. So if you guys didn't watch my last update and my Build Your Own Palette series, I wanted to hit 5% pan by this update, and spoiler, I did. Yay. I hit 5.1% actually of my collection, and I did that by my Build Your Own Palette series, so stay tuned for my next Build Your Own Palette update and you'll see everything I hit pan on this past month in that project. I do have a bunch of bonus pans here to show you, and we'll kind of run through that really quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bonus pans for this update, and all this, again, for the most part, all of this was from my Build Your Own Palette series. And so let's just get into it. First, I hit pan on this Wet n Wild shade from the Comfort Zone palette. You can see the pan in the corner, and I definitely could have just used up that entire side, but once I hit pan, I moved on. And then let's just finish out. I guess we won't do it in order, we'll just kind of go by brand. The other Wet n Wild one I hit pan on right here. I used this one as a liner shade. This one was from the I'm Getting Sunburnt trio. I have 2 singles from Ulta. This was an Ulta holiday set that I have depotted. So I hit pan on the orange color. And I also pan on the pink one. I was kind of just mixing these together in the crease for a very long time, like every day. I have 4 more singles. They all come from the BH Cosmetics Neutrals Eye palette. And I talked about this palette a little bit last time because I had some pans again from this palette as well. These are so easy to hit pan on. Like, just a few uses, honestly, and I hit pan on them. They are so soft and crumbly, and just because I think they're really old. And some of them have been like repressed because they shattered when I depotted them. So first we have shade number 27. I have a little pan right there, and I was using this one on the inner corner and the lid. And then we have a pretty good size pan on shade number 5. This one is kind of like a matte cream. It's basically like just a matte cream color, so I did use this one to set my eyeshadow primer, and that's how I hit pan on this one. And then we have number 28, which I was using as a crease color. And then last is 24, which I was using on the inner corner, on the lid, and I think I used this as a face highlighter a little for like one day. So that's all the singles that I was able to hit pan on. And then I also hit pan on a Super Shock shadow. This is ColourPop Couche. And we have pan on this guy. So that is all of my bonus pans. I'm gonna put these all away. So that is all of my bonus pans, and we will get into everything in here in a second. Like I mentioned before, we did finally hit our 5% goal. So we are at 5.1% pan, which is so exciting. I have 126 eyeshadow pans out of 2470. Now, I did get palettes for Christmas, so I didn't put them in the spreadsheet yet. If I did, I wouldn't be at 5% probably anymore. So I didn't put those in yet, which I think is fine because I hit the 5.10% before I even went home. So like right at the beginning of December. And then I haven't really been working on anything project pan wise really at all. The entire time I went home, I was just kind of using whatever I brought home with me. And then obviously I got back and got sick. So I haven't been project panning for about the entire month of December and this half of January. So I'm excited to get back into it. But all that being said, I am going to be ending this round of Pan Those eyeshadows and starting a new one fresh, which we're just going to do a finale and intro right in this video. So let's talk about the eyeshadows that were already in. So first we had my ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and I was working on the shade Warm Taupe, and this is what it looked like previously. And this is what it's looking like today. So it is this shade right here. I'm not gonna do finale close-ups, but I'll put the close-ups that I already have, like my progress close-ups, and then we'll do close-ups of the new stuff. But yes, Warm Taupe. There's a little bit of a dip, but really not much. This is actually a lot darker than you would think it is, so I was very light-handed with this for the everyday look. I basically like, I love to wear makeup and eyeshadow and stuff, but I like it to look more natural for work because I'm just going to sit at sports practices. So I did hit my 30 uses on this one, so this one would have been rolling out anyways. We're just gonna kind of go in order because there's not much exciting stuff. So the next shade that I pulled in, like I said, I filmed this right before I went home, and then I haven't used any makeup, so there's not much progress, which is why I'm just gonna start over. The next shade was from the ABH Riviera palette in the shade Inheritance, which is this yellow gold right here. I'm not even gonna show the video because I only wore this one time. So you can see there's a tiny little brush mark in there. But I did use this one time. So it's gonna get put to the side now. A lot of these shades just are not super wearable for me for the everyday basis anyway, which is kind of why I'm okay with starting fresh. The next shade that I had rolled in was the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette, and the shade was Password. Again, so it is this gray shade right here. I didn't use this one at all. So my plan was to use this one as an eyeliner, but I was working on other things before I left, and then obviously now we're just kind of ending the project. So, yeah, I didn't use this one at all, which I'm okay with, it's fine. It has the chance to roll back in. Another one, we have Wet n Wild Fergie. This is just the Center Stage collection from Fergie. And the shade that we had rolled in was the orange, which is right here, and I didn't use this one at all either. You saw I hit pan on a bonus shade that was orange, so I was using that one, and then my plan was to replace that one once I hit pan on it with this one with like the same kind of look that I was doing. But again, like I've been saying, I haven't been wearing makeup since I got back. So I didn't use this one at all either, but I'm fine with just putting that one away. My last palette is this Simple Pleasures eyeshadow palette, and we're working on shade number 56, which is this brown shade right here. So I did hit pan on this one actually, so this one would have been rolled out as well. I have 3 pans in here now. And I only had to wear that one 7 times, which I thought was kind of weird because this blue one I wore in the same way, and I had to wear that one a lot more than 7 times. It was like, let me see, 13, so I guess not more, not a lot more, but the brown one definitely went a lot quicker. So there is this palette. Everything that I was already working on, sorry I kind of went through it super quickly, but I kind of just want to roll in some new shades and get started on a new pan those eyeshadows. So let me update my spreadsheet so that we have all of my new stuff included as well. Okay, so I got my spreadsheet all up to date, and I actually didn't put in the Simply Pleasures pan that I hit, so I am at 127 pans out of 2542 eyeshadows. And so now we're at 4.99%, basically 5% still, which is good. However, I do want to talk about what my goal is for this entire year. Like how last year or this previous year, I wanted to hit 5% pan. This year I'm going to be doing it a little bit different because my percentage changes so much with bringing in eyeshadows. And I know I'm not going to stop bringing in eyeshadows. I'm not going to focus on pan percentages. However, I want to hit 200 pans or be at 200 pans by the end of the year. So we're at 127 right now. That's a lot of pans. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure if we can get there or not, because it will also, like if I use something up completely, it will take a pan off. So I don't want to hinder my like wanting to finish completely eyeshadows, if that makes sense. I still want to completely finish eyeshadows if I have that chance. So we'll kind of see if that's gonna like kind of make me stop not wanting to completely finish something. Then we'll kind of think of a different goal. But for right now, I think I want to try to get to 200 pans in my collection. Maybe I'll put another little category off to the side of ones I completely finished. That way we can still count them. But I don't know. I'm still going to figure that part out. But we're at 127 right now. I think I can do it because if I keep working on that BH palette, those singles are super easy to pan on. But we'll see. We'll see. It's kind of far-fetched, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's more than, how many is that? Quick math, hold on. Let me math that out quick. $73 eyeshadows. That's a lot. I don't know how many I hit this year. So I kind of just want to keep track of that and see how many I can do. So that's what we're going to say for now. That will most likely change, and I probably won't be able to meet that goal. But anyway, let's roll in some shades to play with. So I have my maximum set, so all my new ones are included. Let's see what we get. 23, 29. Oops. Okay, this is a new palette. Not super brand new, but I haven't used it yet. This comes from my Huda Beauty Lilac Pastel palette in the shade number 5. I have that pulled out for a video idea already, so it's just sitting on my bed. Next we have 1229. Okay. Oh, this should be easy. This is this is my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette, and it's just the first shade. I had this, actually it's my tripod stand right now. I had this in last year, and it was super easy to hit pan on that shade that was in there. Let's pick another. Oh, that's literally just right here. Okay. This is my Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette in Flip Out. That's a pretty neutral, smoky eye palette. I really barely have used that, so that'll be interesting. Next is from my ColourPop Aura and Out palette in the shade Vibes. That's a colorful palette. And one more. Okay, and this comes from my Tarte Be You Naturally palette in the shade Tropical. So I'm gonna go find all of these eyeshadows and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I haven't looked at all the colors yet. I just pulled out the palettes. So let's look together. First is the Huda Beauty Pastel Lilacs palette, and we got shade number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Center shade right here. Super easy color. It's actually like the same as the one in my Pan palette though. So that one's gonna get put on the back burner yet again, but that's okay. There that is right there. It's like a pinky tone brown. Really pretty color. I haven't used this palette yet. Next we have my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. And we got the first shade, which is gonna be easy. Right here, it's like a little bit of a darker matte cream color. Kind of more of a transition-y shade. I have used this before, but there that is right there. I probably can still use that to set or just be my first shade. So here is what that one looks like. I'll put close-ups in of these. But I did hit pan on that one relatively easy. Next we have the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette, and we got the shade Flip Out. Okay. All right, Flip Out is this dark matte brown over here. Like the only shade that looks like it's been used. So that'll be pretty easy as a liner. I don't think I ever used this palette, maybe once or twice, but I think one of my friends from college used it one night. So there's that guy. It kind of like all matches my sweatshirt right now, which is kind of weird. Okay, now we got some color, I think. This is the ColourPop Aura and Out palette, and we are looking for Vibes, which is the third one. Okay. And Vibes is this like mint blue right here. And there's definitely some sparkle in there. I have used this before. I actually really liked the look that I did with this palette. And here's that. This is like a very Easter, very spring and Easter palette right now, or color story right now. And then the last one we pulled out is from the Tarte Be You Naturally palette in the shade Tropical, which is the bottom shade. This one, right? Yes. So it's this one right here, which is like a perfect inner corner color. I really like these shades that we got. It's right here. I think this is gonna be really nice for spring. They're really light colors, besides the brown obviously, which I'll use as a liner. But they're all really light and easy ones that I can wear to work. Exciting. The only thing, this is looking a lot more pink now that I look at it, not in the palette. The only thing is that these two crease colors will probably put a little bit of hindrance on my Pan That palette, which I really need to get working on. And then this champagne-y color looks like one in my Pan in Every palette series. But other than that, I'm excited to have these all rolling in. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this color story. I'm excited about this. This gets me excited. The shadows we had in that we just rolled out, I wasn't really excited about. So I'm excited, like I said a million times, to play with these. And yeah, let me know what you guys are doing for Project Pans this year. If you guys are doing this project, let me know because I'm obsessed with this project. But I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.